All right. So, Miss India, welcome into Healing in Black. You are already here, as one of our experts within our group. And I wanted to make sure that everybody got a chance to get to know you because I don't want Healing in Black to be the thing that everybody looks at for me. Hey, the butter. What's up, butter? Because it's not about me at all. It's about the collective of all of the healers that are Black in the health and wellness sector. I was told many times, especially being on the West Coast, that it's hard to find Black holistic healers. So that's the reason why I created the group. And within the group is Miss Blendia. This way you can get to know her as a healer. And if you choose to use your services with her within the group of Healing in Black, then she's another personality that you may be able to connect with. So that's why she's here. So you guys can get the chance to meet her. All right, Miss Blendia by India. What inspired you to start your holistic wellness journey?
So it started off with me, to be honest. My skin was not doing I would like it to do. This is on the aspect of like Blendia by India, right? So when I started my company, I actually started it when I was in. Can you hear me? Because you're giving me the face. You can't hear me?
I can't, but I know everybody else can.
Is that louder?
Yeah.
Okay, cool. I just took the mic off.
Oh, okay.
So I started Blendia by India actually when I was in college. I was a hustler. So I started Blendia by India when I was in college. And I kind of noticed during my high school career or my high school years that I could not do anything for my skin. Everybody else was dealing with skincare, going to Victoria's Secret. Baby, Victoria's Secret was popping. Bath and Body Works was popping. Lulu's, I don't know if y'all remember a store called Lulu's, popping. Okay, I could not wear anything of that stuff, so I kind of just stuck to like Dove, Sensitive, and then like one deodorant I can use. And then the only thing I can use was shea butter. So when I went off to college, I was like, okay, I'm in this band. It's hot. I'm funky. I'm tired of like sweating and stuff all the time. So that's when I started getting into contact with like different body butters. And I found out that I have like a heat rash that happens on my body every summer. It gets pretty bad in between here. The heat rash turns into a fungus. So I was just like, okay, I got to do something about my skin. I did not have the money to go to a dermatologist. So guess what we do? We research. So I researched all these different things and I cleared my skin up. I didn't have any more rashes and I was like, okay. I started hustling in college, giving people my stuff and, making cakes and making cupcakes and stuff like that just to bring money in because I didn't have the luxury of having parents to pay for me for college. So I had to pay for myself. So between the body butters and the lotions, that I was making, as well as the the cakes and stuff, I supported myself while I was in school and trying to go to band and trying to do all this other stuff. And it ended up turning into my aunt was like, you know what, you need to start a business. And I was like, I don't know, auntie. I'm already doing a lot. And she's like, India, you're very knowledgeable. And I know that if you make products and stuff the way you do, you're not going to just put it on anybody's skin. You're actually going to research it. And since she said that's the difference between you and other companies. And I was like, you're right. So I went ahead and started the business and it has been a journey. And so that's kind of how I got into that holistic wellness, as well as, just dealing with my own mental and traumas and past life, just to kind of work with that. That's how I got into sound therapy. That's how I became a Reiki practitioner. It all started with me. I was the person that started all of this. And then I went from there.
I love it. I love the fact that you are evolving and I can't wait to hear more about your evolution. Hey everybody coming in, this is Healing in Black. This is Blendia by India. This is India. She is one of the health and wellness healers, one of our Black practitioners that you can find within our group, and it's welcome to everybody. It's just specifically Black healers as your practitioners, that's it, but everybody and anybody is welcome to be a part of Healing in Black, and you can find it on that FB app. Mm-hmm. or you can find it in my profile, and it'll say Healing in Black, and you can just click there, and it'll take you directly to our group, our community that we're building. All right, next question. What is the mission of Blendia by India, and how do you aim to impact the wellness of the industry?
My slogan for my company is "Be confident in your skin." When I was going through this journey with my own skincare, I was finding the aspect of me not being comfortable with who I am. I was comparing myself with other brands, comparing myself to other people who can use these brands and I can't. And it got to a point that my confidence was at, very, very low. So when I started my company, I said I wanted people to enjoy themselves in their skin, no matter what their skin is. If they have eczema, psoriasis, hyperpigmentation, just love themselves with their situation, because just because you're different doesn't mean you can't enjoy yourself and love yourself at the same time. So, and that's kind of started the mental confidence area. So that's where I started with my brand. And as you see, the people that follow me, they look towards me for like a lot of uplifting, and they are uplifting. They are having a great time as well. So it's a good feeling. It just definitely has helped my brand to stand out a little bit more than others. So yeah, just be confident in your skin, no matter what it is.
Now, I think it's really cool. Like how long have you been in business?
8 years.
It's
Nine?
it's
9. This year will be 9, but I'm not doing much. This is off year, but it's
okay.
9.
I like the fact that 8 years ago, 9 years ago, which one fits, you created a slogan that you still can live by and just evolve with. So it's like timeless. I think that's really, really, really awesome.
Thank you.
I want to dive into your journey. We will eventually if you want to.
Yeah.
Okay, cool. And for all of you guys who have questions, please feel free to ask them.
Anytime.
Yeah, because we're kind of, I have these questions already pre-made, but it's only because it's an icebreaker. But I want you guys to be engaged and to ask all the questions. So whatever you put in the comments, we are looking at them, and we can dive off wherever, whenever, and however. This is it's not that formal. It's formal, but not that formal.
And if y'all
All right, so
me, I'm an open book, so whatever questions
okay,
you ask, I know
cool.
how to answer them.
Because I know me and you, we share similarities.
We share a lot.
Can I share that? Can I share that? Okay. So I don't know if you guys remember when I lost my car. The sun actually was reflected in my eye, and the person that was in front of me slammed on their brakes, and then they kind of pumped their brakes, and I ended up slamming in the back of them. And when that happened, it completely jolted me. And so what I did was I called Blendia, and I was like, Blendia, girl. She said, how you doing? I said, oh no. And so I'm melting on the inside because I'm totally distraught. And I'm like, oh my gosh, I can't believe this just happened. I know better. I haven't been in an accident since I was in my 20s. And so I'm like, oh my God, what am I going to do? And so when I called Blendia, she told me this. This for you. This your story.
Oh, you want me to tell them what I was?
Yes.
So she called me and she was telling me about what was going on, and I was like, The same situation happened to me. Literally, like what? I think it was after yours, like
2 days. It was in that weekend. Mine happened on like a Friday, and then yours happened like on Sunday.
Yeah. So I was driving down the street, and I'm 35, guys. I'm not afraid to say my age. I'm 35, and I've never had an accident. I have owned and paid for 3 cars, right? I was on my 4th one. Because I was building up my credit. Pay for it, put it out, pay for it, put it out, right? So I was on my I'm sorry. I was on my 3rd car. Yeah, I was on my 3rd car. And never had a car wreck. people would just give me cards because I've never had a car wreck. I have good, service. Driving down the road, freaking, and I have back stigmatism. So if I have any bright lights in front of me, it hurts my eyes. And I was driving down the road it was like a hill. No, sorry. What is that? A bridge. And the sun was peeking over the bridge and it blinded me. I literally ran in and hit the car as well. And I went in behind the car and my whole car was smushed in. I'm fine. I hurt my knee a little bit, but I'm fine. I had my dog in the car. I was panicking like a little, and I was crying and everything because I never had a accident. And that accident brought me to where I'm at today. Like this whole healing situation I've been going through. I went ghost on social media for like 7 months. It literally brought me to where I am today. So sometimes you gotta lose things that you don't think you attached to actually grow, because they might be stopping your growth. So, and I didn't know that. But yeah, it was just crazy that she literally messaged me like the same day. It was like, girl, I kind of had the same experience. I don't know what that sun was on. And the sun was
Girl,
on.
that sun was hitting in all the wrong areas. Like, what are you doing?
Now, but we was crying.
That part, like, oh my gosh. And I know, like, for me, as far as the journey that I have been going through, is very similar as hers, because we both are healers. I remember she and I, we were talking about that, and I was like, we're both healers. Like, this was a while back. I said, and I get excited about stuff like that. I'm like, oh my gosh, I found somebody who's like me. I don't have to be the oddball anymore.
Right.
Hi, welcome in. Thank you. If you guys have any questions, you guys feel free. And so, what you were saying, I strongly agree with that. A lot of times these things have happened because they were an occurrence for both of us. They were a constant occurrence of things that happen, as like a circular.
I got you.
It was a secular effect of things that just tumble upon tumble. And what I've seen is that it for me, and like you expressed, it's been a layer stripping to kind of get you to the point of, okay, you've been having not a full mask because you know who you are, but you've been having a layer that's been holding you back from your actual truth, that can help maneuver and to push you to the place where you need to be.
Yeah.
So I strongly agree with that.
That wreck happened literally. That wreck happened literally like a week, literally the week of date that I closed my shop. Because I had to close my shop. I was already sad as hell that I had to close it. And I was just like, so I was like, I'm just going to go ghost for a minute. I'm going to just go ghost. And that's exactly what I did. And that was the best decision of my life.
Because you got to get back to you.
Mm-hmm.
You had to get back to you.
And I had to refine me, because when I was in that storefront, doing that stuff with all that stuff in that storefront, trying to work, and I was still bartending. A lot of people don't know that. When I was in my storefront, I was still bartending at night. So I'll go work in my store 8 hours a day or whatever, and then I have to go bartend that same night, just to keep up with revenue, because a lot of people don't tell you how much you have to pay. And I was doing really well. My store, the first 2 years was really, really good. I didn't have any issues. And then that last year, I just have no idea what happened. And that's right at that point. I never spent time with myself, with my husband, nothing. Like, I didn't even know how to sit down, because I was like on a go. And with that being said, I tell people, yes, you can get a storefront. There's nothing wrong with that, but you have to take care of your own mental health, because it's going to get to the point I was consistently getting sick. I was consistently being tired. I was consistently going to the hospital. You guys didn't even know all of this. And that was when I was planning my wedding. Like, I was trying to plan my own wedding, trying to run a store. And a lot of people don't understand, as a woman, man, especially a Black woman, it was too bearing. And with me having survival's guilt and Survival's good is basically when you want to survive and do everything by yourself because that's what you're used to. With me having survival kit at the time, I didn't know how to ask for help, and I didn't want to ask for help because I've been doing everything on my own my entire life. So instead of me asking for help to relieve my pressure, I did not do that. So I felt like when I had that car wreck, it was just like, what the, you know what I'm saying? And I literally, like spirits and my ancestors and everybody just literally was like, okay, you got an issue, you're doing too much. Bam, car wreck. Now you can't do nothing. Now you
Girl, you stuck. You can't go nowhere. You can't do nothing.
You can't do
okay.
nothing. Yeah.
17 Bourbon Street, same situation.
Can't do nothing. Just sit there. And so that's exactly what I did. And my husband was so patient with me because, baby, it was a journey to let somebody take care of India. I'm not used to this. I'm an only child with, my dad was never in my life. My mom was back and forth. You know what I'm saying? Like, I survived, and having that survivor's guilt. I didn't know that I had that until that happened. And I went through that 6-7 months, like, break. And as especially as Black women, we ain't got to do everything. If somebody wants to help you, let them help. Relieve your stress, baby. Like, it's not that deep.
I think that's the trauma that most of us have because we are told and we've been brought up. I know for me, I've been brought up to, you need to get this on your own. Going to college, just like you said, going to college and dealing with college and creating your own finances as you're in college, working as much as you can. And it's kind of like you kind of get this whole spin off, and it's a constant trend that you end up like working on fumes, like straight up fumes. And we don't know how much, like even our bodies, like even 17 Bertha, she's saying that she was in the same situation. She has chronic pelvic pain.
Yeah, it's like I even messaging her now. I'm glad you said
yeah.
It's that fear. So as a regular practitioner, y'all know I'm gonna keep jumping back and forth. When you have that pelvic pain or chronic pain in your stomach and you feel upset and sick and stuff, you're holding a fear that you need to let go of. So fear is an anxiety, is a depression. Something is mostly attached to fear. Fear will either eat you or you can eat fear. I always tell people you don't have to be afraid. I understand that you have to be afraid of something, but let that feed you to overcome different situations, right? Because that's what happened to me. It was forced. I had no choice. But and so that's that fear and anxiety. Now that fear has blossomed into an anxiety. Now that fear has gave you depression because now you don't know what to do. Oh, now you don't know what to do. Now that fear has gave you a clogged up brain, a clogged up memory. So, and now it's making you anxious. See? You got to release that self. And a good way for you to release that fear is honestly to find a way to digest it out. If you can't do it by yourself, definitely find somebody who is an energy worker that can do that. But if not, you got different teas that's great with digestions. A lot of things, you probably overthinking things. So, and sometimes I always tell people when you're, that's your sacral chakra that's in your pelvis, right? So a lot of time when your sacral chakra is messed up, it also messes up your third eye or your crown chakra, because now I'm fogged up and I can't even think about what's going on. He said strengthen your kidneys and the fear goes away. Mm-hmm. Now just say like something like get some herbs and something like that, and it'll just go away.
Quan is one of the herbalists that we find in Healing in Black. He's one of the international herbalists. So welcome in all of my Healing in Black, all of the Healing in Black community healers. I love that you guys are here. Share your thoughts, share your love, all of that fun stuff. Yay!
And with you having pelvic pain, he definitely mentioned your kidneys, but I would actually go to a gynecologist as well, just to check. Make sure you don't have any extended fibroids down there. Make sure you're not having no issues of that nature. But I would definitely go to the doctor and get it checked. Find out what the issues is. And then if you want to, you can go to an herbalist. I'm an aspiring herbalist. I know things, but I'm not like in that direction just yet. So what's his name? American Malaysia. Definitely go to him. Or what was the other lady that was on there?
We also have Crystal from Anointedly Herbal Concoctions. I have her as well.
Yep.
Just join, Chastity girl, join the group. It's free. Tell them what you're going through, and then we got healers on deck to help you.
But it's definitely a stagnant energy that's there, and it won't pass through because you keep feeding it the wrong way. Okay.
No, this is what you here for, because I want people to know who you are and how you handle, how you would handle people. We're very direct when it comes down to our what we helping you. Very direct. So yeah, this is what you're here for, baby. All right. Do you want to share anything else on that? Okay, cool.
I don't have anything else to say.
Okay, cool. All right. What were the key principles that you follow through your holistic wellness approach?
Healthy diet. If you have a healthy diet, and I take mushrooms, I eat mushrooms. And so mushrooms definitely helps with brain functions and stuff like that. I always tell people healthy diet, plenty of water, and mental health. So if you're forming a mental health, find something that gives you an ease of mind to release stress and tension. Mine is my garden. I like dirt. I like to get in dirt. I'm one of those, which is grounding. I also do a sense of meditation, which I do my sound therapy. It helps me as well to kind of just not to cancel out the noise, but learn how to deal with it. When people listen to sound therapy, they think that the noise just go away. It don't. Even when you meditate, the noise don't go away. So I always tell people when I do sound therapy, it helps you to navigate your mind to a point that you can find a sense of stillness in all situations. So I do my sound therapy, do a little yoga sometimes. And sometimes if I'm feeling depressed and I've got that stagnant energy, especially in my pelvic area, because women, we hold stress and tension there. Men hold stress and tension in their shoulders and their neck area. So if I'm holding stress and tension, I twerk. Should I be twerking, dance a little circle, do what I need to do to kind of get that energy moving, get my blood flowing. So that's how I deal with that.
Girl, I gotta get new phone cover. Thank you so much for sharing that. I hope that's very helpful for you guys. Okay, I got to do my little commercial. So if you need to get a swig of water, you can. Welcome in, all you guys, to Healing in Black. This is a group that was created to showcase all of our natural holistic practitioners. We have people inside it. It's a group found on the FB app, the Thumbs Up app, and it allows you to share. Because I noticed something about TikTok, man.
You gotta say something cold. I got you.
I noticed something about TikTok. But it allows you to share with the group, the community, the ailments that you may be having. And I think we have almost seven different forms of healers within the group. We have 2 doulas, we have 2 herbalists, we have 1 theta healer practitioner, we have 1 massage therapist / holistic wellness coach. We have two Reiki healers, and we have so much more. In September, we're ramping up an entire series that each healer is having something for the group to do. So it's a way for the healers to market what they do, and also a way for you to get to know them a little bit better. So if you would like to join in, and check out Healing in Black, go ahead and check it out on my profile, and you'll see Join Healing in Black or Healing in Black Community. Join in. It'll take you directly to the link, and we will warmly invite you in. Say hi, and this is my problem. And we have a group of people that are willing to help you with their knowledge and what they have to share. And that's it.
Be great. You did great.
Thank you, thank you. I'm known for doing my commercials. That's what we always talking about. She's like, there she goes, them commercials again.
Them commercials be killing me, man.
I will do commercial in a heartbeat. That's my what is that? I've had some broadcasting back in college, so one of those things. Anyway, how do you
Somebody
balance?
said they had issue with lower back. Do you do any yoga
Yeah,
or anything?
go ahead.
Or check your digestive tract. If you are having digestive issues, sometimes lower back is a sense of digestion as well. So check your digestive tract for your lower back and circulatory system. A lot of your nerve endings and stuff like that is back there. So I will definitely check that as well. If you need help with herbs and stuff, let me know. Or talk to the herbalists in the group. They know more than I do.
Or just join Healing in Black. put in your comments, hey, I'm here from TikTok. This is the problem that I'm having. And then if whatever she can't have to handle, I promise you, we got a whole group that can help you. All right, so next question. How do you balance the demands of running a company with your because we touched on that, with your commitment to your personal wellness?
Ooh, so currently in this life that I am this month or this year, that's been my main focus is me. So I have been putting my business on the back burner a little bit, to kind of just focus on myself because all the tragic stuff that I had the end of last year. But I'm gonna be honest, with me focusing on myself, I'm still able to get sales online without promoting as much. I still is able to do my sound therapy for the community, do yoga classes and stuff for the community. I got sponsored through a nonprofit to help other Black women in our area with their mental health as well. And I've been getting a lot of things like certifications and stuff like that done. So just because you feel like you're not working for your business while you healing yourself, you still are working for your business. How the heck you gonna run your business if you're still tired? You wanted to get these certifications, you want to get these things done. So sometimes taking time off is the best answer for you, because when you come back, you're gonna come back stronger. Why take a break and then come back not knowing? Why take a break and come back knowing less than what you already knew? So why not take a break and actually educate yourself, give your time more mental space, listen to yourself more, so by the time you come back the next time, you can actually help more people or expand your business more. Take them classes that you want to take. Don't just sit back and don't do any of that. Hey boo.
Now, I strongly agree with all them things that you was talking about. I think that I think that the thing that makes us very common is that we're very driven minded when it comes down to, okay, we got to get this done, we got to get this done, we got to get this done, we got to get this done. And like you were saying, we always put ourselves, at some point in the past, you put yourself on the back burner, not intentionally, but it's because you put everything else in the forefront. Now, I do have a question. Do you feel like this journey has forced you to think smarter and not harder?
Yes. Yes.
I know you've been asking that question, but I'm a very detailed person. I like to be.
It's helping me to find my true self internally and not just what people view me as. Like, I'm actually finding me in me instead of like what people see me as. Like, I'm not really worried about people seeing me a certain way. I'm not really worried about people viewing me like, oh, because when you have a business and you on social media, and people can kind of get to the point that they just want you to do this one thing all the time. They can get you to, okay, we want you to try this new product, we want you to try this new thing, and sometimes it gets overwhelming. So you have to say no. You really have to say no. Because if you keep adding more things to the things you're already doing, you're gonna burn yourself out way faster than you are. Then you're gonna be like me, go ghost for 8 months. So I'm learning now to be like, no, this is what I want to do. This is how I want to do it, and this is what I want to show right now. And so you have to kind of do as your thing. The people who's going to be following you is going to follow you. The people who's going to give you support, they're going to give you support. And the main focus is if you got somebody that's following you because they love you, they understand your time, and they understand your time and your self-time and patience and everything. And I'm learning that. I know y'all always be like, girl, be with your husband, go do this. And I'm just like, okay, but I gotta work. I used to say that a lot. Now it's just like, all right, I'll see y'all later. So,
and I'm proud of you for that one. I'm super proud of you for that.
I know, because I'm a workaholic. I am. I'm a workaholic, so I try my hardest to like focus really this year on myself, health wise, mental wise, and physical wise. And so,
yeah, you of your own CEO. You the you of your own business. Period. And without you, nothing can work. So we have to make sure that the you is in optimal position. I love that.
So I'm gonna take a screenshot of that.
I'm looking. I'm like, is there any questions? So we got one. Yes, I'm reading the unearthed soul.
There you go. Sorry, don't look at me.
No, you good. And it is life changing. Okay, I love it.
Honest, I read 2 books this year that life changed me. I've been reading a lot of books too lately. The first book I read that was life changing was on The Alchemist. It's basically a book that states that no matter, your purpose is always there. It just depends on what direction you need to go through to get to your purpose. Sometimes it might take longer. Sometimes it might be right around the corner. But it's not all about the purpose. It's about your journey, how you got there. Because when you have your journey of how you got there, that journey can help other people more than just the purpose of what it is, right? So that's what that book is. Beautiful, beautiful book. And then I read the book called The 4 Agreements. So the 4 Agreements deals about your different traumas and how you respond to different things. Once I read those 2 books, I was like, okay. Then I read some other books because I had to break my stuff up.
Yeah, you told me. She got a whole little book on war.
Yes, I've been reading a lot of books, and I used to love reading books. But when I was in my storefront, I couldn't do that. I couldn't read no books, man. I couldn't do all that. So I'm actually enjoying, like when I tell y'all, I'm really like enjoying myself for who I'm becoming. I'm really am. She said, yes, I need to read it again because it applies to different. Man, every time I read that, so that was the first time I read it. And somebody else told me every time they read that book, it channels a different time in your life, which is crazy. So I said, I'm gonna read it again next year and see where I'm at, because it's such an easy read, but it's an easy read with powerful messages.
Chassie, I was telling her the same thing because she was asking me, Keisha, do you read this book? And I was like, I'm a reader, but it's like after my master's, it kind of shut me down because it's a lot of reading. It's a lot of reading. So I'm slowly getting back into reading again.
Yeah, just find books that draw your attention. That's what I've been doing. I just find books that draws my attention and I read them. And just because you read them don't mean you got to finish the whole book in a week. You know what I'm saying? Like The Alchemist, because I was trying to still be a busybody girl. The Alchemist took me like a month and a half to read. I know it's a very easy read, but Indy was trying to be busybody still. But now I'm reading a lot more. So I'm just taking my time. I'm listening to myself. Mm-hmm.
Now that is definitely the most important part, is listening to yourself and listening to your body, because it is a great way, like you're saying, Chassie saying she reads fiction too, because it is a mental break. Yeah, because you need it, because we're always inundated every day about different things that's happening in our society.
Yeah. And it kind of helps you doing all this reading and stuff has definitely opened up my crown chakra, which is like my head and my third eye, because now I can see clear. Because I'm not like this app right here that we're on right now. I don't have no notifications coming through my phone. So when y'all send me stuff, I don't really see it until I get back on the app. So I have me taking.
I noticed that.
Yeah,
that's why I've been texting you.
I had to take a break because
I get it.
When I was on this app, I was posting. Y'all gotta remember, I was posting 2 to 3 times a day every day. And yes, you can do 5-second videos. Yes, you can do 10-minute videos. You can do whatever you want. But it got to the point that I was exhausted. And I didn't know how exhausted I was until I took a break.
And I remember. Go ahead.
No, I said I'm glad I did.
Yeah, I remember when I was listening to Terrence, the sewer, and he was saying that he had to take a break because he was doing TikTok for a long, long time. He was doing the TikTok shop because I think we all kind of started after him. The TikTok shop, posting every day, and he said the down part of this app, which I think I'm part of that as well. The down part of this app is that you don't have that mental break. It's not encouraged for you to have that mental break. It's encouraged for you to forever be on the app. And I think as healers, and people in general, you have to be in the space where you can be, and not be attached to anything in order for you to hear what's going on and to hear like the downloads or the things that you need in order to inspire the people. So I'm so glad that you have taken your breaks and continue to take your breaks.
Because I lost last year was a struggle for me. I lost my creative touch. I never lose my creative touch. As y'all know, I'm a soap maker, so I make soaps out of anything. Just anything, whatever ingredients you post in the comments, I make soap out of it, right? So, and I give you education behind it of the reason why I chose what I chose. But I got to the point that I was just like brain fried. Like I really didn't know what to make soap out of, what to do, how to do them. And honestly, I'm in a space now that I can start back doing those things, but my life is turning towards more holistic care. Just due to the certifications I've just been getting lately. And it's one of those things that's been helping me out. So yeah, take those breaks, listen to your body. Because I was going to the hospitals, going back and forth, getting sick. I didn't know that because I didn't share that with y'all, because that was, to me, that wasn't, I was just like, okay, I'll just go to just get antibiotics and put some fluid in my body and I'll just go back to work, But honestly, since I have not been busybody this year, I have not gotten sick all year. I've been taking my teas for my blood pressure. I haven't even been on blood pressure medicine for the past 2 months.
Look at you.
That's stress, girl.
It is. She said, can't, my brain. 17 Breakfast Street says, I feel so much business on a guilt sometimes. That is real.
Yep. And it's like you feel that guilt. I'm just speaking from past existence. That guilt come from you actually when you first started your business and you're starting to see helping these people. And now it's like, now we're helping these people and we getting them to a good standard, but now we are pushing ourselves back to make other people happy so we can pay our bills. It's like you get stuck in that dang on loop. So you have to be able to either make things at a big abundance amount, or you can do pre-orders. And when you get ready, this is how you take mental breaks. And nobody taught me this. I taught myself this. You do pre-orders. Hey, I have a pre-order coming up. If anybody wants something, these are the dates for these orders, and it's going to come out. Because what I'm not going to do is, and what I think you should not do, is reserve your time and your own mental health to make somebody else happy for $1. Because that $1 you made when you go to the hospital is going to be times 10 that you have to pay for, because Now I'm up here trying to make other people happy for the dollar, which is understand. It's just finding a balance. That's why I said do the pre-orders, do drop dates. It was somebody I was watching, they did drop dates, and it was like, this is when it's gonna come back. So do drop dates, stuff like that, so you can have your time as well as making other people happy with their time and with the things that you're trying to help them with. She said I masturbated a lot last year. Mm-hmm. I read that wrong, but I got you.
I can see why. I got you.
That's not your fault. It's my poor eyes. You know, they see what they want to see. So they got to take care of yourself before taking. Yep. And you got to take care of yourself or take care of others. And I understand why people, and I've done this too, and it helped me out last year. I posted that, hey guys, you need to get your orders in because from this time to this time, the shop will be closed. Like I was closing my shop last year and I was like I need a minute. Like I can't do this no more. I need a minute. So I would type in, hey, from this day to this day, the shop will be closed. And I started reserving hours. And so when I had my storefront, I used to be open the entire time, but then later on, the second year, I started putting an hour. I said, I'm going to be open from this hour to this hour. And then from this hour to this hour, I'm taking an hour and a half lunch for myself. And my husband's like, why are you going to take an hour and a half? Because by the time I get to where I need to get to, that 30 minutes is gone. So I need my hour and a half. So take time to dedicate certain things for certain tasks. That definitely helped me out. Like if you want to you don't have to check emails every day. I don't check emails every day. I check emails on Monday, Tuesday, and Wednesday. That's it. Thursday is for myself to like catch up on anything, make sure people get their orders out for the rest of the week. And then Friday is like a day I just make sure everybody ship out their orders, or I just take Friday off for myself. Like you just have to, it's a balance between finding your own mental health and also taking care of others. And I'm learning this in the spiritual world. I mean, I've always been spiritual. Y'all know that. I've always been who I am. But now that I take on clients, I have to be able to take my energy for who I am and help them with their energy and their traumas, because it gets to the point that somebody energy can leak onto you, and then now you feeling sad and depressed and all this other stuff. So you have to be able to have that time for yourself to rejuvenate yourself so you can make these products or you can help this person or anything of that nature. I went on a ranting. I'm sorry.
Oh, you're fine, baby. You're perfectly fine.
Hi. Hey, Kuma.
The one thing that I would like for me, what I'm doing now is I'm creating automations so people can get a chance to see me. I'm teaching more because I used to be a teacher, so I might as well use that to my advantage. But I'm creating not courses, but I'm creating ways that people can find me and they can look for the tools that I have that I can teach. And that way I'm able to kind of generate something possibly. So if I do come into the space where I need a rest or a break, my voice is still going to be in circulation. You can always find me, and it'll be always consistently. Thank you for the gifts, and welcome in, everyone. It'll always be consistent. No matter where I am, I can go on vacation and I can walk away and say, hey, you know what? I'm not. So I would definitely, for me, like I said, I would also add automations. If you can find ways to automate yourself.
And they have it on social media now that you can plan for, I don't know how we got on business, y'all, but I feel like this is what y'all wanted to hear. But they have it now, because I've been doing a lot of research. I just ain't did nothing, but I've been doing research. But they have it a way that you can plan your reels, your what is it called, your TikToks. You can plan your and this all through the social media site. Like you don't even have to do all this. Some of that stuff I be posting, I be like, okay, let me type up my stuff for the week, and then you can literally put everything in. You can
send that to me.
Site.
Okay.
Your social media site. I always tell people to link their Facebook. They FB and your IGs together through mantras. So you can link those together, because when you post, now you're posting on 2 different platforms. The only platform that don't want to link up with anybody is this one. But it is ways for you to even schedule posts and schedule things on this app as well, but you have to do it on the desktop. You can't do it on your phone. So it's definitely ways to do everything, because when I come back, I was like, okay, I plan 1 day a week for social media for the week, or I can choose 2 days out of a month for social media for the whole month, and I'm gonna just post whatever I have, because that's what I was gonna do anyway. And they also have other things, other apps and stuff that you can just post on there, and they'll post for the whole thing. I don't know what platforms y'all on. Like, I have Wix, that's on my that my website is everything on, so I can put events on Wix. I can do events on Wix. I can do appointments on Wix, like when I do my spiritual appointments. I can also do I linked my FB, my IG, and my X all to my Wix account. So when I make a post, I can just send it all out one time, and I don't even do anything. They just don't do videos, but like regular posts, yes, we can make this work. I probably need to tell you how to do all that, but it's not that hard. It's not that hard.